obviously you're here, works here, and he'll just walk you through it. Okay.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Kaimon, thanks for joining us today. For the group, if you have a question for Kaimon, please again use the raised hand function. And our first question will come from CL Brown.
Hi, Kaimon. I wanted to ask how much do you feel like your high school coach in particular helped prepare you for the transition into college, with him being somebody who coached on the college level and kind of implemented some of those things into your practices in high school?
I feel like he prepared me for the speed of practice, the mental part of the game, especially with him coming from like a collegiate level like Georgia Southern. He obviously knows the process of practice. He knows the speed. He knows the mental game for it. So I feel like he prepared me along those years when he got there my sophomore year. So I feel like he had properly prepared me for moments like these coming to UNC.
And what do you feel like has been the biggest adjustment you've had to make, since you got here in order to get into the rotation to play?
I would say the top two things is the playbook and the overall speed of the game. Obviously, the speed is different from high school to the collegiate level, and also the playbook of getting used to everything. You're a freshman all over again, and so getting used to high school for so long, and then you're you got to redo everything. It's a restart button. So learning the plays again, operating at a different speed than what you're used to. I feel like those are the main parts of transitioning.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, our next question comes from Andrew Jones.
Hey, Kaimon, you've played about 100 snaps or so on defense so far this season. Where is your confidence level right now?
I can tell you that it's definitely escalated from the first snap I took at Syracuse to now. I feel like now I'm also getting used to the speed of the game, the mental game, just everything. Seeing opponents on the field is getting slower. I can read people. I can read the playbook a lot quicker. I can process a lot more information faster, and I feel like my confidence has definitely increased since the first time I touched the collegiate field.
Is there a play or a sequence of plays when you were on the field where you kind of clicked and you thought, you know what, I can do this. I can actually get reps out here and help this team?
I feel like the first tackle that I made at Syracuse, the main one where I stunned inside and I got a tackle for loss on the quarterback. I feel like that was like, okay, I can really be here. I can really kick it with these boys. I can really contribute to the team to where if coach puts me in a position, any position on the field, that I feel like I can get it done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go over to Ross Martin, please.
Hey, Kaimon. Just wondering what you've seen in the growth of fellow freshmen Desmond Evans and Miles Murphy. It seems like they're playing more and more every game and starting to make a lot of plays.
Miles, I feel like he's really improved tremendously. I know, of course, he's got a club on his hand because he messed up his thumb earlier in the year, but club or no club, I feel like he is getting better mentally, understanding the plays where he needs to be, fitting the gaps that he needs to fit, and also he's also getting used to the speed of the game as well. And Desmond Evans, I'm feeling like he's doing the same thing. At first, we were both learning the same plays at rush, and then they switched me to end. They kept him at rush, so his improvement at rush, mentally and physically, has also increased. And I'm happy for both of them, especially with them being in my class. Supporting my boys that are in the same class as me, seeing them improve and working harder and grinding every single day. It's just good to see, and I feel like they're both improving tremendously.
Can you explain the difference between the rush and end spots and their different roles in the defense?
I feel like the main difference is with rush, you cover more, you do more coverage routes into the boundary more than end does. End fits more into the defensive lineman front. You have your 4 eyes, and you can shift to a 3 technique, head up on the tackle. I feel like that has to do more with the trenches than the rush spot does. But genuinely, it's really no different. And it's just like you just flip both sides of the field. But, I mean, each one has their own perspectives, and I feel like I can fit both of them, and the end I feel comfortable with now.
Great. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go over to Gregory Hall.
Hey, Kaimon. How would you describe yourself as a football player?
I describe myself very selfless, very humble, willing to do the little things right, just trying to get everything done the right way. Um, Even if it's the slightest detail, even if it's putting my near foot up on the tackle or fitting in a B gap in a certain play or anything of that sort. I feel like I'm very in detail. I want to get everything right. I want to be a very positive teammate as well. I'm a very positive leader. So I feel like that's how I would describe myself best.
And why do you play football?
Why do I play football? That is a question that I've gotten before. And I feel like the reason why I play football is also it's something that I've always wanted to do coming out of high school. I can be honest, it started off as something that my dad really pushed me to do. And then as time went on, as I seen the progression, I fell in love with the progress. I fell in love with getting better, and I fell in love with the game of football. And over time, it's been more of a external motivation to a more of an internal motivation of me wanting to get better, my internal love for the game, and me just finding out what I want to do with the game of football. And I feel like now it's just I just play because I feel like it's fun. It's what I want to do. Of course, I got to get my degree here. I have to do everything that I have to do first. But of course, football is something that I just love and I just want to continue to do if God will allow me.
And then lastly, why play football at UNC?
They just have everything that I need. Like, of course, they got a great coaching staff. They have great academics. We have great teammates. It's a brotherhood here, and that's all I want. And that's really all I want in the gist of everything. It's just a great academic program and a great football team that has great brotherhood and just sticking through everything, no matter how hard times gets. And I feel like I found that here, and I love it here.
Great, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go over to Deanna King.
Hey, Kaimon, since arriving in Chapel Hill, how much stronger have you gotten under the tutelage of Coach Hess?
I've definitely gotten stronger. I don't know my weight specifically, so I can't really tell you that. But I've genuinely gotten stronger. I feel like I've gotten faster. I've definitely gotten quicker. And of course, with Coach Hess and his staff, they've done a tremendous job getting me better, and along with my teammates. So I see the progression.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, our next question comes from Aaron Beard.
Kaimon, we've seen the defense have some good moments and then have some troubles with bringing down mobile quarterbacks. It's been kind of maybe up and down at times. What do you think that the defense is doing well right now, and what do you think really needs to be improved as soon as possible?
I feel like what we're doing well right now is I feel like we're fitting the run game a lot better. We're doing a lot better at communication, and I feel like that's something that doesn't need to be changed. And to improve on, I feel like just to communicate a lot better. You cannot get in trouble for talking too much on the field. So it's like once we get the communications down, once we know where we need to fit, what we need to do, how we need to do things, we're going to be in better position to win games. And I feel like that's what we need to improve on is just better communication. And I think that's just about it.
All right, Kaimon, thanks so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.